Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Thursday, April 14th. Coming into a Friday. Can't wait. Friday is a blast, and we got an awesome weekend coming too. Hopefully, the market cooperates and we can get some things moving around a little so we can have some fun. Liquidity makes the options move, that's for sure. Congratulations to everybody who follows me on WhatsApp. If you'd like to follow me on WhatsApp, just click on the link on the video and it'll be right on YouTube here. And you could follow all my trades before I even get into them. So we did get a 1,450%, 1,500%, and 1,700% on PCLN this week. We also rock and rolled on Facebook with a couple 100%. So if you're into it and you want to follow us, some option trades, just follow me on WhatsApp. It's a great time. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. SPY. All right, as predicted, here we are. That's going to be the first area of resistance, and I think there's some uncertainty here. Not huge, but there is some uncertainty on what's going to take place. If all things go well, by Tuesday we'll be down to the 206 level. That'll be a 3-day candle, and then with Fed we'll push back up again and maybe test new highs, or at least come to the consolidation box somewhere in that area. But as you can see, we hit our resistance finally. The next trend line, after we broke this trend line right here, the next trend line was pretty much inevitable, and we got it. So, looking at the daily here, you can see your slow stow is starting to turn, but your stochastics is still pushing to the upside. So, usually get a 2-day, 3-day retracement. If we can get a red Friday, then red Monday, red Tuesday, get down to this gap fill right here, which will be about 206. It's actually 206. That'll be two more red candles. Get that filled. That'll be sitting right on the trend line. Then kapow, off to the races again until we find another top. It's typically what I'm looking at until the Fed comes. I think we're going to be right up on this trend line again for a second top for the Fed, but we'll have to see what happens. And if that's the case, we may roll over again, or we're going to bust out to new highs. We'll just have to see what shakes out. But if you look at the weekly, you can see the weekly here, pin, 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 and it stopped. So we've had an epic move. Everybody should be pretty happy. Their accounts should be all fixed for the quarter and all that stuff. But take note, your stow's getting ready to roll over here, and you get a little bit of iffiness going on here too. So, don't expect this to go any higher than the 210 area. Because I think this whole area is going to be massive resistance. All these people that own the stock in this area, they went red over here, and once we came back up into this area again, they were the first ones to let loose along with these guys, so they could try and get off some of this stuff, and then it went down again. So we're going to have the traffic in this area, so I don't think we're going to be cranking through this at any kind of high speed, especially with this volume that we have right now. The volume is just stagnant. So this is pretty much what I'm looking at. If we did get a top, it would probably be somewhere in this area, probably the 209.94. With any kind of spike up, and then I think it's going to start to retrace after that for a couple of weeks. Um, you know, and if that's the case, then we'll plan the downside and play the downside. But we'll manage the Fed week all together with WhatsApp, and in the live chat room. Live chat is free. You're more than welcome to join us there. As you can see, once we came up and hit today, we started slowly drifting down. Nothing spectacular. It's just, I think everybody's waiting. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So 206.29. If we can get the general trend going here, you could see if this is the wick right here. Then for a full reset, if we follow these wicks, I know I'm a little anal about this, but it helps me with my options. So we have our cross right here. Make sure that's on there. Yep, that's on fine. So we have a cross on here, and as you can see, it comes in Tuesday. So if we can hit this by Tuesday, the 206.25, that'll be absolutely perfect. Then we can, Wednesday is a Fed. Then we can shoot back up here and move up 200 points. And remember, the first move that you make on any kind of announcement is usually not the correct move. So if we get an epic bounce, push to the upside, then we can, reverse and pull down to the downside. But we'll have to see what happens. Let's just take it one day at a time. So if you're in my trades, you see that, I'll be all over this, and we'll be making some money. But PCLN, outstanding move today. Beautiful, beautiful job. I mean, this week was just absolutely fantastic for it. You know, we hit the 200-day moving average on the daily, I think, or the weekly. Yeah, on the daily. You hit the 200-day moving average here. Once we tagged that, that was a go. And I put my trade out on WhatsApp, and it did really well. I mean, it was once it broke the middle Bollinger Band, it was just off to the races. So I got my three candles, the 3-day candles, which was fantastic. And now I should get my couple of red ones. This gap was not filled at 1342.58. It was close. It was very close, but it did not fill. But the daily did fill the gap. The daily gap was right here. But I don't want to give too much detail. If you want to join me on WhatsApp, you can get my trades, and that will definitely, as you know, when this moves parabolic, it's when you make a lot of money. When it moves like this, you do not do anything. So it's time to take advantage of these things when you get a move like that. So, all right, this is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Make sure you click on the link, join WhatsApp. We're starting the $1,000 challenge again. As everybody knows that follows me and who's in the chat room, I turned $1,000 into 55,000 last week, and we're going to do that for the WhatsApp members this week and this upcoming weekend. We may start tomorrow based on market conditions. So if you want to follow along with that, it's a great learning tool. We have some tools we send you also to track and follow the compounding and track your own compounding. So make sure you hit us up. Send me an email. It's fine. Just go to the site, MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. I'll be more than happy to send it to you anyway, the compounding, even if you don't want to be a member. It's a great tracking tool to track your own performance and manage your money with the compounding tracker along with that. And then it also has tools on there where it helps you figure out what percentage you want to put stops at and stuff like that, and it breaks the price down for you. So just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send that out to you. All right, everyone, have yourself a fantastic Friday. See you in the live chat room if you want to stop in. It's free.